In this video, I was going to compare Photoshop with a free online painting program. Something that runs in your browser. You can just go to the website now and muck around with it. The problem is that website was somewhat different to what I expected. I'm recording this after I started recording the video, and I needed to record this little disclaimer at the very start simply because the concept of the video got derailed so aggressively, so quickly, in a wonderful way. And I just thought it would be worth clarifying that from the beginning. I've had this on my to check out list for a long time. I've gotten a lot of recommendations from you guys to check it out. It's a bit of a mystery. It's a bit of an enigma. I have seen very briefly fluid paint. If I just sort of click into it, there you go. Cool. I mean, that's cool. But I have no idea what these other things are. What is blob opera? Drag to sing bass. This is amazing. Wait, I could do this with my stylus. Oh, it'd be like conducting an orchestra. Adult Swim Choir. This is bound to be good. I'm sorry, no, I'm distracted. I couldn't do them all. What else am I? It's Morty. Fluid particles. So I can like draw sections out and then what, start? Whoa, that's cool. Vortex spheres. This is cool stuff. And I think the idea is that in the paint thing that we're going to check out, it's a similar idea with the particles and physics that you're painting with, in theory, actual paint. Volumetric particle flow. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Fourier image filtering. Was this gain? Oh, we can like add different points. Oh, that's kind of funky. Ocean wave simulation. That's pretty straightforward. Cool. It's a particle and physics simulation website profile of David Lee. Interesting. That's the context. This is a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't seen on this website before. But the one that I came here to check out and see how it compares to traditional art and painting programs is fluid paint. And it's meant to be a physical simulation of real paint. So, okay, so just off the bat, I've got some keyboard shortcuts. Brush size. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was more of a painting program, like, you know, with the layers and like Photoshop effects, but I think there is already an online equivalent to that, which I will check out in a different video. And in fact, there are two that do this in the way that I actually imagine it. There's Photopia and Pixela. They both are modeled after Photoshop, and I thought this was actually one like that, and I was going to do a comparison to Photoshop in this video, and that has been derailed because it's actually not what I remembered, and it's cool in a very different way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay the course because this is weird and cool, and I want to see how far I can take this physics and paint simulator in this video. But in a video in the next week or two, I'm going to do exactly what I was originally thinking I was going to do. I'm going to compare free browser versions of photo editing and painting and drawing programs to Photoshop. Sometimes you get more value and better quality and better everything with something that's free. If you don't believe me, I have tangible proof for you. Go check out the sponsor of this video, DaVinci Resolve by Blackmagic. It's a free professional video editing suite that is the best on the market. I run my whole YouTube channel on the free version of DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is an industry standard, world-leading movie and video editor, special effects compositor, audio editing, mixing and mastering, color grading, and loads more. But if you're just getting started, they got you covered too, because the cut page in DaVinci Resolve 17 is like all of those professional amazing things simplified into one simple tab. So if you want to start video editing, whether your goals are humble or epic and cinematic and you want to take on Hollywood, DaVinci Resolve is the place to go. Because Blackmagic not only has you covered with all the software that you need for free, but they have an incredible family of hardware, from the more independent, really cinematic grade Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K cameras or Micro Studio Pro cameras, which I use, all the way up to like industry leading panels and hardware. Blackmagic is the absolute best company in the world when it comes to video hardware and editing software, and they've made that software free for you to go check out. And they've sponsored this video, so they support our community as well, and I love them, and you will too. So go check them out with a link in the description. So how far can we take this Paint, Physics and Fluid Simulator. Starting off with a bit of color mixing, maybe a bit of color theory. Let's just go some primary colors. I'm gonna put some blue off in this corner. If I just tap, wow, that's interesting. Got some blue over there. Let's do some red. Oh, that's a very bright, vibrant red. And then last but not least, we've got yellow. That over here. So I've got this in high quality mode. So holding the yellow, I'm just gonna click and drag across into the blue and mix. Oh no, it's just painting down there. Is this a one-trick pony? I feel like this is a bit of a one-trick pony, but I feel like there's enough here to create something magical. Not just in the canvas I'm working on, in the whole website. Hear me out. In fact, I have an idea. A genius idea. I'm gonna see how I combine as many of these as possible to create something really compelling. And I think the best way to make something really compelling is with a music video, because I'm gonna be making a song, I'm gonna be making an artwork, and I'm gonna put it all together in this video with DaVinci Resolve. It's a match made in heaven. DaVinci Resolve 17, which is in beta. It's their newest update. It's free and it's amazing. I'm gonna make a new project. This is gonna be my creation, layering and mixing as many of these things as possible as I screen record them. Let's give this a try. Let's drag this in here. Look at that. All right, I think I'm set up and ready to go. All right, so one by one, I need to create the pieces that are going to come together to make a masterwork. And I think I need to start off with Morty because I think he's going to provide the rhythm. We're going to find our rhythm. Here it is. Oh, there we go. We got a loop. We got a loop. All right. We're in business. We call this Shaker Morty. Now we're going to want to use Shaker Morty as a visual asset. So I'm going to crop him left, right, top, and bottom. Now next I need to know, is the Adult Swim choir in the same key as the Blob choir? So to test this, I'm just going to do a simple scale. I think that's the same key. I'm obviously hitting different notes and there's a lot of dissonance there because I haven't played anything. They're the same key. I can make this work. So Mrs. Jazza walked in while I'm working on this. You've done like, how do we explain your experience in choirs and stuff? Because you've been a proper mezzo soprano.
I used to be her. No,
that was you. Would you be open to improv singing to a background choir for my artwork?
Okay.
You ready? I'll like move around a little bit and hopefully something happens. Bellissimo! Oh, that's so good. That was amazing. Thank you.
All right.
All right, so huge shout out to Kate, my wife, in getting her to randomly sing with my Blob choir when she popped in to bring MJ in to say, hooray, first day of school over. It was his first day of school today. He's a big boy already. It's so weird. All right, anyway, so I have now an operatic soprano real person voice accompanying my Blob choir, and it then stood to me to make this something majestic. So let's see what I can do. Now I did have my original Morty Shaker file. I didn't end up using him as a metronome, which honestly wouldn't have really worked anyway, considering any additional layer I recorded has to also record the audio of all the other previously recorded audio, because at the end of the day, this random website is not a professionally capable music website, and I could only record the audio I hear, and if I have a metronome, every time I record, it's going to be louder and louder and louder. So I pivoted by actually dragging it out and making my Morty metronome super long, sort of deepening the tone and making it this weird pulsating bloompium, like thrumping. I don't have words for it, but yeah, it's pretty swifty. It's just adding to the overall eeriness to the whole production. And by the way, it only gets weirder because the weird mouth things come in next. And again, they're in the same key, so it works really well, but they sort of slide around a bit more. So as they come in later in the song, sort of adds this weird, almost ethereal, ghostly, like floating tone. Now, the other thing I'm doing as I'm going, and you might see some funky stuff happening, doing visually is I'm actually isolating the colors, because for the most part, these different things I'm recording have some cool visuals to go with them. I'm using the chroma keying settings in DaVinci Resolve, which are super, super advanced and really straightforward and easy to use, to isolate the colors and give me basically a transparent video file for each of the main elements of this whole project. I gotta say, this project has turned out so much more unpredictable and unstable and weird than I ever expected. I ended up in this place where I had no idea where it would end up, and I kind of like being in that place. Not all the time, but sometimes on those really special occasions, it is just a special place to be. And I'm glad I could be here with you. What is going on? So I've created a backing track for my artwork. So I'm going to create the final part of this masterpiece in Fluid Paint, and then I'm going to add it into the soundtrack, the music video I've started and recorded already, so that the creation of my artwork is presented to you in its formation with the music I've already created. And that will be my artwork, which technically means that what's going to happen right now is both the time-lapse of the artwork I'm about to create, but also the artwork itself. Let's enjoy this together. I don't know about you, but I would call that a transcendent artwork. That was almost a religious experience. I did not expect this video to turn into this. All things considered, the way this was all mishmashed together, I think this turned out pretty spectacular. And you could do it yourself with all the free things that I used in this video. So go check out the links in the description, both to these goofy toys and to DaVinci Resolve, which have turned these goofy toys into... Yeah, I think it speaks for itself. Anyways, that is it for this video. Who knows what's around the corner on this channel? Because I sure as hell don't. There are more videos over there. You're bound to enjoy. That is it for now. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. I wonder if I can hit those high notes. Nope.